It's time for a revolution!
That's far enough.
Huh? Who's there?
It is I, the Plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm.
Good people of Kurain, we can't allow things to go on like this.
The Defense Culpability Act has done nothing but produce countless victims of wrongful convictions. The time to act is now, for we, the Defiant Dragons, have obtained the ultimate weapon, the Founder's Orb. And to the Garenian regime, make no mistake about it, I will personally dethrone you. A dragon never yields, nor will he rest until his revolution is complete.
May 16th, 11 a.m., Wright Anything Agency. Wait. Who am I? Am I Apollo? I don't... And this concludes our report on the recent television hijacking incident in Kurain. Are there only 2 countries in the world? But really, who could have anticipated such a surprising turn of events? Did you hear that, Polly? Someone hijacked the airways over there. It's like something out of a movie. Apollo? Yeah. Derek, what are you up to this time? Wait a second. Do you know the TV hijacker or something, Apollo? You could say that, but it was a long time ago. And why do you know someone like that? I mean, they're calling him an insurgent. Yeah, about that. Hey now, is that any way to talk about the man who raised you? Huh? Who? What? Hey there, Apollo. Long time no see. How have you been, son? It's that guy that was on TV. Guilty as charged. Surprised to see me, Apollo. I just beamed in from Kurain, and boy, are my arms tired.
This can't be happening. I must be dreaming, or hallucinating, or both.
No, you're not, Apollo. It's that TV hijacker / insurgent in the flesh.
I'm so confused.
Mr. Hijacker, sir, I have so many questions, I don't even know where to begin. But let's start with that bit about the man who raised you.
Wait, don't tell me you haven't told anyone about me, son. It's okay to brag about it. Tell everyone your old man's me, the Rebel Dirk. I mean, my face is all over TV these days. I'm practically a celebrity. Ha 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 ha.
Trucy, what do you say we close up early today?
What? Why?
Oh, come on, son. No need for the cold shoulder.
Sigh, I know I'm gonna regret this, but... What do you want, Dirk? You just show up here without warning after all this time? What gives?
I came all this way to see you, son. Come, rejoice.
Right. Why don't you tell me the real reason you're here?
Well, okay. So maybe there's a little something I need your help with too, but the fact is, I came here to see you. That's the honest truth.
Yeah, I think we've established that. It figures. I haven't seen him in 10 plus years, and he's already asking for a favor. He really is a rebel in the purest sense. He just does whatever he pleases.
Come on, Polly. I need details. Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay, hold your horses. First, I've got a few questions of my own.
What's that?
It's my attorney's badge.
I can relate. I used to want to show mine off too. But don't ever show it to anyone in Kurain. They'll run you right out of town the moment they find out you're a lawyer.
I wonder how it went for Mr. Wright. Knowing him, he probably flashed his left and right.
Pleased to meet you, little lady. My name is Dirk Satmati. I'm a rebel by trade.
A rebel? But on TV they were calling you an insurgent. So which is it?
Personally, I vote for a rebel with a cause. A real headache for anyone in your way. Juicy.
You got me there. I'm the head of a resistance group. The Defiant Dragons. We're like the good, the bad, and the ugly, but without the good part. In Kurain, I'm like the boogeyman. A tall tale parents used to spook their kids straight.
That's too bad. You seem like you'd be a fun, cool guy to hang out with.
This little lady is a real catch, son. I'm talking bride material, if you get my drift.
Wait, what? Oh, stop it. You're embarrassing me. Dad?
She's a plucky one, all right.
Someone plucked me out of my misery. Now, about that man who raised you business. What did Mr. Dirk mean when he said that he's the man who raised you, Apollo? The truth is, I grew up in the kingdom of Kurain. Did I, never mention that? Oh, so you grew up in... Kurain? Wait, he's saying you're not from around here, Polly? No, it's just that I was raised in Kurain when I was really little. Still, that's a shocker. It's like I hardly know anything about you. How come you've never told me?
Apollo, you really haven't said a word about your past, have you?
What, that I was raised by a wanted criminal? It's like a bad joke. It does sound rather melodramatic. I doubt anyone would even believe you. So, you two haven't seen each other in a while, huh? You could say that. I'd wager it's been at least 10 years. Wow. That's a really long time. Yeah, well, I figured he'd forgotten about me.
Not a chance. It's just, well, starting a revolution takes time, and keeping it going even more so. And being a wanted man, I couldn't just hop on a plane to come say hello.
I get it. It's fine. Though, truth be told, it's weird having Dirk suddenly show up acting all paternal. I'd even almost forgotten about Kurain. No, that's not true. I probably tried to forget about it on purpose. Now then, Mr. Dirk, what is it we can help you with?
I need to get my hands on the Founder's Orb, the most sacred treasure of Kurain. That's where you come in.
The Founder's Orb? Wait, but didn't you say you already have it in the broadcast of yours?
Don't go believing everything you see on TV, little lady. No one's seen hide nor hair of the Founder's Orb for some time.
No way! So that was just a bluff? What are you gonna do if you don't find it?
I don't know. Guess that just means we have to find it, son. 'Cause I can't really back down now, can I? Ha 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 ha!
Sigh. Different year, same old Dirk. It's all coming back to me now. Hold on. I think I read something about this in the newspaper a while back. Something about you guys stealing a sacred treasure from a temple's treasure room.
That's a load of crock. We didn't lay a finger on the orb.
Really?
Yes. Baseless allegations, all of it. Our enemy has really found a way to keep us on our toes.
Ooh, so it's like a setup.
That's the long and short of it. However, my compatriot has been hot on the orb's trail. And just the other day, his hard work finally paid off. We now know the Founder's Orb is in Kurain Village.
Kurain Village?
Yes, I hear there are spirit mediums there. They even have direct relations with Kurain.
Spirit mediums, right.
Some doctor of archaeology there supposedly has the orb. His name is Archie Buff. My defiant dragon compatriot has already made contact with him. Apparently, someone asked the doctor to study the orb. So,
so whoever asked him to do that is the real thief.
Most likely.
And you think this guy will just hand the orb over to you?
My compatriot, Dots, says Dr. Buff has already promised to do so. It seems he knew it had been stolen and wanted to do the right thing.
I remember running around with him when I was a kid. So he's here too, huh?
Apollo, I want you to be present as my lord when I take possession of the orb. Would you do that for me?
I haven't seen you in years, and you waltz in here asking for a favor. You have a lot of nerve, you know. Of course we'll help. Right, Apollo? Wait, Trucy! Oh, come on. It's not like you have any work anyway. Besides, we're talking about rebels and legendary treasure here. It'll be fun. Sigh, why is she always into the things I'm not? Fine, but I'll charge my standard fee. Now tell me about the Founder's Orb. If I remember correctly, the Founder is always depicted as a faceless spirit medium. What do you mean, faceless?
Images of the Founder, the Holy Mother of Kurain, never showed her face. To depict it is to commit the greatest taboo in Kurainism.
The greatest taboo, huh? I wonder why. I mean, what could she have looked like to make them hide her face like that?
As for the Founder's Orb, it was discovered during an excavation 8 years ago. It has an interesting legend that goes along with it. It's said that there is a riddle to the orb, and that any who can solve it will receive immense spiritual power from the Founder herself.
Sounds like one big fairy tale to me.
In any case, it's just what us defiant dragons need to get our revolution started. With it, we can gain the spiritual power and thus the legal authority to rule Kurain.
Wait, suppose I believe this legend, then anyone could become king or queen, and that's why you think it'll help you overthrow the Kurain regime?
Only the rulers of Kurain have ever laid eyes on the orb, Apollo. A legendary treasure that bestows immense spiritual power. Doesn't that sound like something you'd want to see with your own 2 eyes?
That does sound just a tiny bit intriguing.
That should just about cover everything. Any other questions?
Not right now.
Ah, I almost forgot. I brought you a present. Eat up, son.
Sushi?
I figured you probably couldn't afford 3 square meals a day, so...
Yay, I was just thinking it was time for lunch.
You dig in too, little lady. After all, we're practically family, right? Ha 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 ha!
Thanks, Dad. Oh, that tuna looks good.
This salmon sushi's got my name on it. Aren't you hungry, son? This is some of the best sushi you'll ever have.
I'm good.
Oh, well, okay then. Actually, I have one more present for you. Here.
What's this?
A picture of your father. It's been 23 years since he passed away.
Huh? This is my father?
His name was Jove Justice.
Jove.
I haven't talked to you about your real father in some time, but as you know, he was a musician. A wandering minstrel, if you will, and a talented one at that.
Why are you giving this to me now?
I thought it was sad you didn't know what your old man looked like. I searched high and low to find that one picture.
What's wrong, Apollo? Don't you want it? I don't know. I mean, it's not like I ever met the guy.
Well, I went through all the trouble of finding it, so go on, take it. Don't ever let it go, you hear?
Jove Justice, who died in Kurain.
Well, now that our bellies are full, what do you say we hit the road?
1 second. Hey, Trucy, any idea where Athena is? She left early this morning to pick up Daddy from the airport. Oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Wright is coming back today. Yeah, but I wonder why he cut his trip short like that. Anyway, shouldn't they have been back by now? Knowing Athena, she probably got lost. Well, there's no point sitting around here waiting. Let's get going. I can't wait to see that super mysterious treasure.
To Kurain Village, then. The Founder's Orb awaits.
Alright. I'll be back.
Alright, welcome back. So, you're obviously not going to be able to tell, but, this is actually the second time I'm recording this bit. Because, for some reason, my commentary audio just stopped recording. And I didn't notice until 40 minutes later. After a lot of things happened. So, now, I've had to restart the episode and skip all the way back to where I was, where the recording stopped. So, just an FYI. Anyways, here we go. Did I present Did I present these already, or... I mean, the dialogue we got out of that is not that much. And, yeah. We examined Charlie, just for the achievement's sake. And, I mean, other than that, nothing really that noteworthy, so... Sorry. Just gonna skip and head to Kurain Village right away. The sooner we get back to where we were, the more better and convenient for me. I am gonna examine things here. Well, actually, not even the things here are worth examining.
May 16th, Kurain Village. So, this is Kurain, the mystical village of spirit channeling, where ancient traditions come alive. Looks like a really peaceful place.
Ah, I love the air here. Nothing beats the mountains, huh, Apollo?
Come to think of it, we used to live way up in the mountains too, just like this.
Sure brings back memories. Those were the days. The three of us living happily in peace.
I still can't wrap my mind around it all, you know. That Mr. Dirk is not only Polly's daddy, but Prosecutor Sadmati's as well. And the way you two talked about it, like it was nothing, the whole bus ride here. I guess it is a lot to take in. So tell me, Mr. Dirk, what was Apollo like as a kid?
Oh, he was full of piss and vinegar, he was. A real rascal. He and Nahyota used to run around in the open fields naked as jaybirds. I've even got pictures of him posing in his birthday suit.
Whoa, Dirk! No way! Prosecutor Sadmati used to be like that too?
The two of them would end up with leeches on their butts and cry like babies. Ha 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 ha.
Dirk, don't you think you've said enough?
Oh, you're no fun.
Yeah, I wanted to hear more about the misadventures of Polly. Hey, what are you people doing here? Emma?
You know this lady, son?
Yeah, this is Emma Sky. She's a detective. Technically speaking, I'm a forensic expert, but I'll let it slide. Anyway, I can't say I'm surprised to see you here. You always seem to pop up whenever there's trouble afoot. Still, what are the odds of running into you here in the boonies? By trouble, you mean you're investigating a case? Doesn't look like I'm here to sightsee. Wait, don't tell me. You're not here to see Dr. Buff, are you? How'd you know that? We're actually on our way to meet with him right now. Figures. Well, follow me. I'll show you the way. Really?
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, son. Just follow the nice lady.
Okay. What do you see, Daddy? May 16th, Kurain Village Doctor's Study. So, this is Dr. Buff's study. Wow, look at all those books. The shelves go from floor to ceiling. It's like a library in here.
Yes, and lots of artifacts, too. A true archaeologist's paradise. Look, son, there's so many relics there spilling onto the floor. What a delightfully amusing room.
All I see is a mess. What's with that white outline? Emma, where's the doctor? Well, the thing is, he died last night. Wait, what? Seems an avalanche of bucks knocked him off his bookshelf ladder. We're labeling it an accidental death. What? Please tell me you're not joking. You're joking. As if I'd come all the way out here for a few laughs, Apollo. Yeah, I guess not.
A scholar killed by his own books.
Oh man, what do we do now? I mean, how can he transfer ownership of the orb if he's dead?
Yes, that is a problem.
Emma, can you please tell us exactly what happened? So the doctor died in an accident? I received a call this morning saying Dr. Buff had been found dead under a pile of books. This morning? Talk about bad timing. He mentioned that he had fallen off the ladder. Right, we believe he fell from the top of the big ladder there. Apparently, he triggered an avalanche of books while fumbling to reach one, and that sent him headlong a fatal fall onto the hard floor. How sad. Killed by his own books. But at least he was doing something he loved.
For a scholar, I suppose it's kind of like a soldier being killed in the line of duty. You could say he died an honorable death.
Emma, who was the first one to discover the body? About that. Whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous. What? It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, being a wanted man and all. What now, Dirk? A dead man can't exactly hand over the orb.
We'll just have to find it. It must be around here somewhere.
Just to fill you in, Emma, we're actually here to get something. Pops here had an agreement with the doctor. The doctor was supposed to hand over a sacred relic known as the Founder's Orb.
Pops?
Oh, I see. That could be a problem, considering he's dead. Do you have a plan B?
I have an agreement in writing. My compatriot Dots should have it.
Well, there shouldn't be any problems then. So, who is this gentleman you're escorting? Oh, right. I haven't introduced you yet. This is Dirk. He's from the Kingdom of Kurain. All the way from Kurain, huh? So, what do you do there?
I used to practice law, but I'm taking a break from all that. I'm focused now on making Kurain a better place through volunteer work.
Volunteer work, huh? How interesting. Well, it's not technically a lie. So how do you two know each other? Oh, he's sort of my foster father. Come again? Yeah, and he's Prosper's son, his real father too. What? You mean you and Prosper's son, Monty? I'm so sorry. It seems you've had quite a life. Guess she's put a few things together. Actually, Dirk, you look kind of familiar. Have we met before?
Not that I recall.
Great. She must have seen that news report on TV. It'll really complicate things if she figures out he's a wanted man. There are lots of guys here who look like him. Sure you're not mistaking him for someone else? Are there? Really? I mean, a middle-aged man with long hair and an eye patch? You don't see that every day. Well, I'm sure you're just imagining things. So what does that sacred relic you're searching for look like? I mean, there's lots of stuff in here that's old and relic-y.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I've no idea what it actually looks like.
So then, how are we supposed to find it?
That? No, I do not know either. We'll just have to go through each candidate one by one.
Great plan of attack there, Dirk. Well, Emma, do you mind if we give this room a once-over? I guess not. But in exchange, you're gonna help me with my investigation. Sure, can't hurt. Oh, I can't wait to get started. It'll be like hunting for buried treasure. Yeah. That's one way to put it. It's a two-tone raincoat.
It's still a bit damp. I think someone might have worn it recently.
Yep. There are a few pairs of shoes here. I guess there must be an entrance on this floor, too. Yeah, there's a back door over that way, but it's usually locked from what I can tell. The visitor's entrance is up that spiral staircase. That's the way we came in. Interesting. Back door. The doctor fell from that top of that ladder.
From that height, a fall onto a hard surface would probably kill anyone.
I don't know why anyone would want to climb that high in the first place. Guess you could say he climbed it all the way to heaven. Yep. Then I made a joke about how technically he climbed, fell down, and then his soul climbed back to heaven. But, you know, it's not as funny now. He had to be there, you see. Is this a bird?
Looks like an airplane to me.
No, there can't have been any planes back when this was made.
Yes, but it has wings and both horizontal and vertical stabilizers. That makes it an airplane.
No, it's definitely a bird.
Open your eyes, son. As a lawyer, your job is to see the true nature of things.
I still say it's a bird. What a huge window. I bet you can see the entire study from the outside.
How could he concentrate in here? I'd feel so exposed.
Well, He does have a bookshelf positioned for some privacy around his desk. There are animal drawings on the floor. They look like those famous geoglyph things.
They remind me of the chalk outlines detectives draw around bodies. And the doctor has just joined them. Now that's what I call dedication to one's field.
I don't think it was on purpose. So this is where Dr. Buff died.
Poor man. He fell right on his head and he probably died almost instantly.
I see some blood on the book there, but what's this dark stain?
It appears to be coffee. It's still damp, so it must have gotten on there recently. Perhaps even last night.
That's a mighty big window he's next to. Big enough for someone to see inside.
Exactly. That's how the local resident who reported his death found him to begin with. The doctor's body was visible from outside the window, and a passerby called in earlier this morning to report what they found.
So, you mean this case is still only a few hours old?
That explains why our investigation is just getting underway.
Yep, thank you. What else is there? Oh, glasses. There's a pair of glasses on this little pyramid here.
They belong to the doctor. Scientifically speaking, they appear to be your ordinary run-of-the-mill glasses.
I guess they don't pique your interest, scientifically speaking. Oh! We didn't examine this before. This PC is password protected. Trucy, you think your magic can do something about this? I don't think you can override a password. Now, a locked desk? That I could get into. Like yours back at the office, Polly.
Yikes, I better watch what I put in there.
What? Do you put weird stuff in your desk? Stuff you don't want anyone to see?
Jeez, are you a mind reader too?
No, but unlocking your thoughts is a kinch. Cinch? Kinch? Alright then. That only leaves this.
There is some sort of machinery inside this clay figure.
Whoa, it's moving! Exterminate, destroy all targets. Jeez. Do I even want to know what this thing is for?
Alright, and with that, I think we are caught up to where we were before. We've managed to trim 25 minutes. Alright, now I'm going to take another break, and then we will resume the investigation. Alright, mic check, mic check. Are we on? Okay. Let's hope so. Let's hope we don't lose audio again. Alright, so, another thing that I did during the first incarnation of this session was share my theory on what happened here. Obviously, this is not going to be an accident. It's going to be murder, and the culprit is someone who works for the Kurain regime. And the Kurain regime is going to put the blame on probably That's Arable or someone in Kurain Village. So that's my theory so far. But let's continue investigating here and see what else we can turn up.
Look, it's one of the doctor's notebooks.
Maybe there's something about the orb in there. It's a photo of the treasure box, the one from Temple's treasure room. These must be his research notes on the Founder's orb.
What's that on the right page? Looks like a poem or something?
Let's see. Oh, it's a song that's performed during the Dance of Devotion. It's been sung during Kurainese rites of offering since ancient times.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
There's also a legend associated with the song. Some say the solution to the orb's riddle is contained therein. It's
It's in a song everyone in Kurain knows. Not much of a way to keep it secret. It's called Hiding Secrets in Plain Sight, Polly. Us magicians know all about that.
Huh, that's strange.
What is?
Dr. Buff's notes contain the second half of the song. Only the first half is sung during the Dance of Devotion. Most people haven't even heard the second half.
The second half? As in the part that begins, Offer thy prayers? As fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Descending upon us in all her glory, the Founder bestows the greatest power known. Mitama motif from Kurain founding period.
I'm impressed. That is some thorough research he was conducting.
Interesting.
There's a brown stain on the scroll. Why does it smell like gravy?
Why would there be a gravy stain on it?
Who knows? It looks like it's meant to be there.
Maybe the artist was trying to inspire a gravy new trend. Food splatter art.
That pun wounded me gravily, Dirk.
Fuck.
A coffee maker and a bunch of coffee cups. He must have taken his coffee breaks here. Oh, there's a filter with old coffee grounds in here. Sigh, guess I better clean this up.
What are you doing there, son?
What am I doing cleaning this office?
Don't tell me they have you on coffee duty back at your office.
No, it's just, if I don't keep the place clean, no one will. It's a golden statue. Looks pretty old, too.
I imagine it has great archaeological value. Maybe too great for a private researcher of Dr. Buff's caliber.
I wonder how he got his hands on something like this.
eBay? Probably.
Amy. Why is someone's name written on here?
Maybe it's so if it ever got lost, someone could return it to its owner. You know, like how school kids put their names on things.
Yeah, but this is just an urn, and the name is written so big.
Well, I wrote my name on my magic pennies. It says WRIGHT in super big letters.
The less said about this, the better. That's one big suitcase.
It's locked. Is it the doctor's?
No, someone left it here last night. The doctor might have had a visitor, but how can he tell? That sticker there, you only see those on airport luggage, which means its owner is likely from overseas.
Is there any way to figure out who it belongs to?
Not unless we can open it to see what's inside.
Guess not.
What? That's because you're not me. I'm a Sky, forensics expert extraordinaire. Try as you might, you won't find the word impossible in my forensics handybook.
Is she okay, son? It's like she became an entirely different person.
Oh, that's just what happens when her forensics switch gets flipped. With this, identifying the suitcase's owner will be as easy as pie. Is that fingerprint powder? That's right, and there's no better time than the present to use it. Here we go! You remember how to do this, right? I apply the powder to where I think some prints might be and blow any excess off? Exactly. Well, have at it. And where would I expect to find prints on a suitcase?
Gee whiz, I wonder. What? Seriously? Oh! Up here? Oh, we're all out. This wasn't clear enough for a match.
Where else could someone leave prints behind?
Think, son. How might someone handle a suitcase? Start by considering what you do with them.
Well, besides being wheeled or carried, they can be opened and closed. So I should look for prints that would be left at those times.
Bullshit, that one is clear enough. Doesn't look like there are any prints here. Doesn't look like there's any prints here. Doesn't look like there are any prints here. Doesn't look like there's prints there. Doesn't look like there's prints here. There we go, is that good enough?
Hey Emma, I've got a pretty clear print here. Okay, now let me know who you think it could belong to. Who could it be? It would have to be someone who would have paid Dr. Buff a visit. I wonder who that could be. Yeah. We have a match. That's... Come to think of it, he did stop by to see the doctor, didn't he? To conclude the orb transfer agreement?
So, he's the one who forgot his suitcase here.
Where do you suppose he is now?
Haven't heard from him in a while, and he's not answering his phone.
Wait. You don't think he left his phone inside his suitcase, do you?
I wouldn't put it past that knucklehead.
Actually, I think we may have run into him earlier.
Really?
A suspicious man had been reported in the area, and when one of my officers approached to question him, he took off like a shot.
What?
Sorry about that. Kurainese people are no like him, I swear.
Well, he's probably still in the village somewhere.
Maybe he knows something about the orb.
Intriguing.
It's a spiral staircase. And it's connected to a hallway up there. Why do they have to place the second floor so high up?
Wait, you're not afraid of heights, are you?
Oh, well.
Oh, Paul is hilarious around high places. He gets all wobbly like a baby deer taking its first steps, and his face turns as green as watermelon.
It's not nice to make fun of people's phobias, you know.
Come to think of it, the visitor's entrance is on the second floor. What an odd layout for a house. It seems the orb isn't here.
That means Dots might be our only lead at this point.
Detective Sky said he might still be here in the village. We should try to find him.
Maybe it was Dr. Buff's wish to die under a pile of his beloved books. I know I could die happily under a big pile of forensic equipment.
Well, I pass on dying under a big pile of evidence from my past cases. It's all murder weapons and photos of dead bodies.
So what? Are you saying you don't love your job?
Being buried in the tools of one's trade is hardly a valid way to assess dedication, Emma.
Alright, let's get out of here. Back to the village. Let's see if anything has changed.
May 16th, Kurain Village.
Good day to you, citizens of Kurain Village. My name is Politician, and I want your vote.
Wow, that's really loud.
Oh. I don't know what...
Good day to you, Good day to you, citizens of Kurain Village.
Oh, no.
Good day to you, citizens of Kurain Village. My name is Politician. Politician. And I want your vote.
I don't know. I have to see a face before I can do a voice.
Wow, that's really loud.
Look, something is coming this way. Attention, Savior of Kurain has come to...
Ah, it's you people!
Apollo, what is that strange conveyance coming this way?
Right, left, hold!
It's one of those... What do you call them? Palanquins?
So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there? So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there? So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there?
I don't know. So... So if I left Dr. Buff's house, what were you doing there? So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there?
Nah. So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there? So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there?
Stupid. Come on. Gotta think of something.
So you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there?
Sure, why not?
What a bunch of shady-looking characters. You aren't? So I take it you knew the doctor? What a foolish question. I've memorized the names and faces of the entire electorate here in Kurain. After all, I am the man who's destined to be king of this fine nation someday. Who are you? What do you mean, king? Ignorant fools. I am the politician. I'm a soon-to-be eminent politician, a man whose name will go down in history. You should be ashamed that you've never heard of me before.
Is he really that famous of a politician, Apollo?
Not that I know of. I'm ready for a seat on the local council right now. I guess even Jerk Q Public has to start somewhere. Well, my election is a sure thing, I'm told. After all, my grandfather was a famous politician with untold influence. In short, I'm the chosen one, the golden boy, the powerhouse of politics. A rider of his grandfather's coattails. Are you blinded by my majesty? Go ahead, bask in the resplendent glory that is me, the chosen one. Sure. A blessed day to you, good people of Kurain. I am Politician. It's time to reclaim the glory of Kurain. Together! A convenience store on every corner. A karaoke bar in every home. A vote for Politician is a vote for a happier, hopier
Kurain Village.
Turn out that infernal racket, you fool! You're staying on your godfather's good name!
Thank you, good sir. Your support is appreciated as always. I guess he's one of those people who only hears what they want to hear.
In other words, he's a model politician.
Now, where was I? Oh, right. You were in the doctor's house. Just what in the world were you doing there, huh?
Where was I? Alright, you were in the doctor's house. Just what in the world were you doing there, huh?
I don't know. Just what in the world were you doing there, huh? Hey, come on, man. Come on, listen. Hey, come on. Listen, look, come on.
Is this what you ride around in when you're campaigning?
That's right. It's perfect for the narrow roads and steep hills here in this village. It has a top speed of 5 miles per hour, but it suffers from serious reliability issues. Namely, these imbeciles tire out too quickly.
We'll try harder next time, sir.
Poor guys. They're exhausted and covered in sweat.
The Detention family has been in politics for generations, even back in the old country.
Really?
My grandfather, Abe Petition, was a prominent member of Congress. And he was born right here in Kurain. There isn't a person here who hasn't heard of him.
All I asked about was his palanquin.
You must have heard the attentions of the Attitions. Have been reviving our old country campaigning style.
Oh, politics aren't really my thing. Trucy?
I don't recall ever reading about them at school. Young people today. You people really need to pay more attention to politics.
So, what business
do you people have at Dr. Buff's house?
Who's going to transfer our ownership of the Founder's Orb to us? It's a sacred relic from the Kingdom of Kurain.
The Founder's Orb? So you tried to get your hands on it, did you?
Wait, what do you know about the orb?
I know that it's mine. That's what.
How do you figure that?
Because I know it's not the Founder's Orb. Its real name is the Crystal of Ami Faye.
The Crystal of Amy Faye?
That's right. It's been passed down for generations in the Attition family. Until it was stolen, that is. But just when I had zeroed in on the culprit, the doctor hid it away and then kicked the bucket.
So you're saying Dr. Buff stole your family heirloom? That's not what Dirk said.
Strange.
But I've been told the doctor himself said that he had the Founder's Orb.
It's all that weird foreigner's doing. He filled the doctor's head with nonsense. Nonsense like the Crystal of Amy Faye being the Founder's Orb.
Weird foreigner? What could he mean? Is this the foreigner you're talking about?
Take that!
Yes, that's him.
I thought so. Now we really have to find out.
Do you know where this man is now?
I imagine he's at the detention center by now. I called the authorities after I found him hiding in my dog's doghouse.
What?
That buffoon.
Well, at least we know where he is now.
Let's head over to the detention center and see what he knows about the Founder's Orb.
So, you really are after my crystal?
No, we're looking for the Founder's Orb, and we have an agreement to prove it.
Well, just so you know, you're not going to lay a finger on it. It's mine. And I intend to give it to my benefactor.
Your benefactor?
My benefactor is ready to support my rise to the pinnacle of the political world. They have immense influence here, you see, and I intend to harness that influence.
So you're just gonna give your family heirloom away to this person?
That's right. It's a purely political decision.
In exchange, your patron will get the people of Kurain to vote for you?
Eminent politicians are skilled at leveraging all of their connections.
Isn't it illegal to buy votes?
Well, good luck with that, I guess. You just wait. Politician will reign supreme someday.
Okay. Whatever you say, pal. Knock yourself out. There's a big boulder towering into the sky over there. according to the sign, it's called the Kurain Boulder. It also says that a spirit dwells within it. A rock with a spirit in it.
It's called animism, the belief that spirits dwell within inanimate objects. They've probably enshrined this boulder as a sacred object. Their tradition of worshipping such objects is similar to our tradition in Kurain.
Interesting. Who knew dirt could make sense every once in a while? A phone booth and a bus stop made of wood. They both look really old. You hardly ever see phone booths in the city anymore.
Apollo, what's this glass box for?
I guess you hardly see them in Kurain too. Yeah.
Seeing those mountains really takes me back. I remember when we used to live high in the mountains to escape from the government.
So, you don't live there anymore?
Nope, I needed a more convenient place to lead the revolution from. But that old mountain hut is still there.
Man, I miss that hut.
What, are you getting homesick, Apollo? You can come on back to Kurain any time, you know.
No, I'm fine. Besides, I've got a lot on my plate here. A thatched roof. First time I've ever seen one in real life.
It looks just like the traditional thatched roofs they use in Japan. All we need now are some samurai with top knots, a few ninjas, and a cuddly mascot.
When was the last time you were in Japan? Okay. Actually, I'm a lawyer. You're so shallow. Relying on your badge to impress people. What will you be without it? I pity men like you who have no sense of self. Real men make their own mark in this world. Says the man who was riding on his grandfather's coattails. What do you think about this? Politician is the squeaky clean candidate. So if you're gonna bribe me, try to be a little more subtle about it, would you? Huh? I was trying to bribe you. Don't accept any bribes unless they come in unmarked bills. This is but a fraction of the political wisdom my grandfather shared with me. Better luck next time. After a spin cycle or two with those bills, I bet I'd be squeaky clean too. What do you think about this? Oh, okay. Alright then. I'm going to take a quick break and then we'll head to the detention center. Alright, welcome back everybody. It seems like things are going exactly like how we thought they would be. That Arable has been found and is now imprisoned in the detention center. But hey, at least he wasn't imprisoned in Kurain. Over here, he might still have a chance. Anyways, without further ado, let's head to the detention center. Oh dear. May 16th, detention center, visitors room.
Hey.
Yipes! What's he doing under the desk?
Foul comes to the corrupt regime. I have nothing to say to you. It's me, Dirk.
Oh! Dirk! You are sight for sore eyes. I knew you'd come save me.
Well, this is another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. Har 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 har! My bad, my bad. At least the grub here is pretty good compared to the prison back home. You get 3 squares plus a place to sleep. Why don't you join me, Dirk? No thanks. They just sent me back to Kurain where I'd face immediate execution.
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be such a good idea. Looks like it's still the same, too. Long time no see, Dots.
Hey, you look kind of familiar.
Apollo? Is it really you, my boy? Hey, to the J, all grown up and whatnot. How have you been? Fine. And you, Dots? You look good, besides the incarceration and all.
Those horns, AJ.
Horns?
They've grown up with you. just like a stag's antlers. I can't take it.
Sigh. You really haven't changed a bit. Anyway, there's something we needed to talk to you about.
Sure, pull up a chair. I've got all the time in the world. The slammer's like my second home. It's really not so bad once you get used to it.
He's rather laid back for someone in police custody.
Why, AJ, you've become a fine lawyer in your own right.
Nah, I still have a lot to learn.
Oh, come on, don't be so hard on yourself. If I ever went to trial, I definitely want you on my side.
Knowing you probably skipped down before the trial even started.
The doc agreed in writing to hand the oath over to me, but he kept stalling, like he didn't trust me or something. That scary mug of yours no doubt frightened him.
Look who's talking! Honestly, I think you're both about equally scary looking. Ouch. Both Dirk and Dats look like they've been stabbed right in the ego.
Ooh, is that for me?
No, I was just showing it to you.
Anything I could use here in the slammer is more than welcome.
That's... The guard is giving you some serious side-eye.
Ooh, is that for me? Ooh.
Okay. That's... was what the doctor had really the Founder's Orb?
Absolutely positively. The doctor was sure of it. Really? Because someone from the village is calling it the Crystal of Amife. He also claims you're filling the doctor's head with lies.
That ain't true. The doctor said he was sure it was a real deal. All his fancy research confirmed it was a Founder's Orb. So then that politician character was lying? Imagine that. A politician who lies.
Aye, but he wants the orb all to himself.
I wonder who's telling the truth.
Well, take a look at this. It proves the doc believed he had the Founder's Orb. Let me see that. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons, if I will come to no harm. Signed, Dr. Archie Buff. See, I got it all down in writing. But that's... why does it say, if I will come to no harm at the end here?
Sounds like he was scared of you. Did you threaten the doctor in any way?
No, you got it all wrong.
It was the doc's friend. He told the old man us robbers were dangerous.
It's his fault the doc thought I might hurt him.
Sounds like the work of that politician. He's really made a mess of things.
What have you done now, Dots?
Nothing! I amazed it, I tell ya!
It all started when this dog-faced cop tried to question me.
He looked so funny when I started laughing at him. That's when they came after me. Well, it was hilarious, I tell you. I mean, a human police dog? How funny is that? Right, so what happened after that?
They caught me hiding in a doghouse. Dang Pooch ratted me out. I guess that's what I get for laughing at one of his doggy comrades.
Sounds like the dog's got the last laugh.
Dots, weren't you cleared of those jailbreak charges? And your capture by Lady Kira deemed unlawful.
Yeah, but the cops here don't seem to like me anyway. What are the charges this time?
Unauthorized entry or something like that. They think I'm an illegal alien. And I can't prove otherwise because I lost my passport.
Is there any way they let you go?
Not without my passport. If only I had it. Doug, AJ, you gotta find my passport.
Alright, we'll find it. One more thing to add to our to-do list. Now, where might Dats's passport be?
Oh, about the orb whereabouts.
Maybe the doc's kid knows something. The doctor has a kid?
Yeah, a bit of a shut-in, though. The poor thing's own bedroom has become like a self-imposed prison.
A shut-in? Sounds like it'll be a challenge just to get a conversation going.
Time for your questioning. Follow me. It must be lunchtime. Today is fried chicken, if I'm not mistaken. You'll get your lunch if you behave yourself. Doug, AJ, I'll see you guys around. Yep. Our only lead now is Dr. Buff's kid. But luring a shut-in out is...
not gonna be easy, I know.
Alright. I think we're done here. Back to the study. See if we can get our hands on that passport. May 16th, Kurain Village, Dr. Study. Oh, it's you again. Looking for Mr. Wright? He was just here a second ago.
He was? What was Daddy doing here? Good question.
He said he was looking for something.
Did he say anything else?
Let me think. Something about how his ride never showed up at the airport. Yes, that was it.
I guess Athena really did get lost.
But what's Daddy doing all the way out here in the first place?
He can't be looking for us since no one told him to be here.
Well, if you're here to take another look around, be my guest. I have other work to do, so if you'll excuse me.
Of course. Thanks, Emma.
First and foremost, we better find Dot's passport. We should also have a word with Dr. Buff's child.
Hey, is it just me, or is there something new in here?
Oh, you mean that thing? Yeah, we should take a closer look at it too.
Let's not forget about Dot's passport. It should be around here somewhere.
I'm guessing that it would be inside the suitcase, right?
That's a suitcase. Maybe his passport is in there. It's no good. It's locked tight. We should have asked him for the key.
Well, that's the end of that then.
What's this? A model helicopter?
Don't you know anything, Apollo?
It's a drone. They're all the rage right now. I bet it belongs to the doctor's kid.
We need to ask them about the orb's whereabouts.
Yeah, but luring out a shut-in isn't going to be easy. What are we going to do about Dot's passport? It's probably right there inside his suitcase, but we can't get it open.
Why don't I take it over to Dot so we can unlock it? That way you guys can continue looking for the orb.
Good thinking, Trucy.
Okay, here we go. Huh? What the?
This thing weighs a ton. Let me try. Jeez, how could a suitcase be so heavy? Is it filled with bricks or something?
Or a person?
Knowing Dots, he probably packed his dumbbells in there. It's certainly much too heavy to lug all the way to the detention center. Here, let me take a crack at that log.
What? Are you gonna pick it?
Didn't Trucy say that she can do magic with locks? Oh right, that didn't happen in this incarnation because we didn't take the time to examine the agency.
There you go.
That was fast.
Ha! Ha ha ha! A luck like that is child's play to me. Especially after all the wrongly imprisoned compatriots I've busted out over the years.
You've sure seen a lot of action for an ex-lawyer.
And here we go. That's his passport.
I'll take it over to him. Thanks, Trucy.
No problem. Now you guys enjoy some quality father-son treasure hunting time, okay? See you later.
There she goes. I wish she wouldn't make such a big deal out of our little family situation.
Father-son time, eh? Been ages since we've had a father-son talk. Huh, son?
Yeah, well, over a decade.
So, Apollo, how have you been?
Oh, fine. I'm fine, I guess.
Is that so? Fine, you say? Well, fine is fine by me. Good to hear.
Okay. So, what do we talk about now?
Get down! How to do it, son?
Huh? What the?
Speak to me, son. Say something.
Oh, that's hard. You maggots, what do you think you're doing invading buffer space? It'll be a scorching day in Siberia before you get past me, you yellow-bellied yahoos. Whoa! You can't talk! What kind of drone is this anyway? Drone nothing. That's Sergeant Buff to you, soldier. You got that, you loaded grunts? Ow, what the? Oh no!
Buff, sounds like the doctor's son is behind the controls.
He's controlling this thing?
Apollo, let's play along for now. At least until we can get the information we need out of him.
Got it. Sergeant Buff? Sergeant Buff, sir! You forgot to say sir! Hey, you've never seen a war movie before? Oh, right. Let me try that again. Sergeant Buff, sir! Better, much better. Now, state your name, unit, and rank, soldier! Oh, I apologize. I serve at the Wright Anything Agency. My rank is, fledgling lawyer. Sir! Affirmative, Private Justice. Private? Listen up, Diamond Baby! Your commanding officer's orders are absolute! Disobedience means a one-way trip to the firing squad! Do I make myself clear? Oh, sir, yes, sir! Good, good. We might make a man out of you yet, Private. Now for you, Cyclops!
Huh? Oh, you want my name, unit, and rank, too? I'm Dirk Satmadi. I command the rebel group, the Defiant Dragons, and my rank is, leader, sir.
Excellent. Welcome aboard, Comrade Dirk. Commander Dirk. Wait a second. What's with that ridiculous mop you call a hair? Soldiers should be clean cut.
Sorry, but this is my signature look. I'm not going to... Whoa! Fine, I'll get a haircut before we ship out.
Listen up, you. It's kill or be killed on that... out on that... conditioners. All you got is your laugh, and you're lucky to have that. He's oddly obsessed with field survival for someone who never goes outdoors.
This is going to be harder than I thought, son.
What insubordination? Penny drinkers have no place in Buff's army, soldier. Now drop and give me 20. Jeez, at least let me show the evidence before you shoot it down. Okay. Are you controlling that drug from your room, sir? Affirmative. But I can see everything you do from here, so... Turn hot, soldier! Wipe that stupid look off your face! I'm gonna whip you sheltered peaceniks into shape! With what? Your charming personality?
Look, it's got a camera and speakers, too.
And that's not all, Commandeer. Fuck. With these arms, I can cook and clean, too. And speaking of which, Private Justice, you're on latrine duty. Snap to it on the double. Sigh. As if I don't see enough of the toilet back at the office.
That thing's pretty handy. Us Defiant Dragons could use one of those.
Ha 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 ha! Yes, it is a fine piece of hardware, isn't it? I modified it especially for siege defense. Siege defense? You mean how you won't leave your room? Ah! Holding up in a stronghold to defend against an enemy is an age-old military tactic. A timeless strategy is still applicable in modern warfare. I hope you're not trying to mock the wisdom of my forefathers. I meant no offense. It was just an observation. So, that green horn who ain't even discharge of firearms got something to say, does he? Sorry, it won't happen again, sir. Darn tootin'. Now state your intention, soldier. We had an agreement with your father. He had promised to hand over the Foundress Orb to us. What? Papa promised you that?
He did, but he died before he could tell us where it's hidden. Now we have no idea where it is.
Oh. Sniffle. But, Papa, why? Why'd you have to die?
It was an unfortunate accident, and I'm sorry for your loss.
If it helps at all,
Sorry about that. It happened again. At least this time we were able to notice it before it's too late.
You insignificant maggot! What would an unseasoned rookie like you know about how I feel? First I lost Mama, and now I've lost Papa. You lost your mother too? She's been gone for some time now. I'm all alone now. All alone, Sniffle.
Sergeant Buff, would you tell us a little more about what happened to your mother?
Mama passed away about 6 months ago. We were still living in our apartment in the city. Back then, I had yet to engage my siege defense strategy. In other words, something caused him to withdraw from the world. It was arson. It happened so suddenly, and before we knew it, our apartment was a sea of flames. Mama and I were trapped inside. But help never came, so Mama cradled me in her arms, kicked out a window, and jumped. She did what? She was like a walking, talking Medal of Valor, my Mama was. She delivered me safely to terra firma with a perfectly executed PLF. It's a 5-point landing technique used by paratroopers to land safely on the ground. She sounds like a superhero or something. But from that height, she suffered massive injuries in order to protect me. She died so that I could live! Ah, Mama! I don't know what to say.
And the person who started the fire?
He was immediately apprehended. They say he was standing outside laughing while the building burned.
At least justice was served. I hope that brought you some solace.
I've lost both my parents now. You can't possibly know how I feel. Sniffle, sob, Mama, Papa. Poor kid. It's hard losing both your parents at such a young age. You must really feel alone now.
Apollo, I imagine you know what he's going through.
I do?
The road to recovery begins by talking to someone who suffered the same hardship. I know you have something that shows you understand.
Sergeant, sir, would you please take a look at this? What do we have here? It's a photo of my father. I wasn't even a year old when he died. In a fire. What?
And like your mother, he died in an arsonist's blaze. But in his final moments, he managed to save his infant son.
Private Justice, you've suffered a loss just like mine. I have. And that's why I know how you feel. But you still have your mother, don't you? No, I lost her too. What? She disappeared after the fire. I don't know if she's still alive or dead. Heck, I don't even know what she looks like. Wow.
Sergeant Buff, his experience is very much like your own. If anyone can understand the sadness in your heart, it's him.
Attention! I salute you, Comrade Justice. You are no longer a private in the Buff Army. Henceforth, you will be a corporal. Corporal.
Congratulations on your promotion, Corporal Justice.
I'm just glad that seemed to cheer him up a bit. Now, comrade, let's toast your new stripes. And call me Sarge. Don't be shy. We're a band of brothers now. Ha 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 ha.
Now's our chance, Corporal. Ask him about the Founder's Orb.
Dirk's getting way too much of a kick out of this. Sarge, sir, do you have any idea where the orb might be? It was here in Papa's study until last night, but he said he was going to go hide it somewhere. He mentioned something about a shady character being after it. Where do you think he could have hidden it? Somewhere in the village, I guess. He said he'd found a suitable hiding place for it. So, it was here last night. That is, until he went out to hide it somewhere in the village. The only question is, where?
Maybe he left some clue here in his study. Let's search the place again.
We should also find out more about Dr. Buff. He might steer us toward the hiding place. So, Sarge, what was your father like? Papa was as kind as his mama was courageous. His whole reason for moving to the countryside was for me. What do you mean? I initiated my siege defense strategy after my mama died. Papa was so worried about me, he moved us here to the countryside. He thought the fresh air, blue skies, and natural surroundings might alter my tactics.
What a fine father.
He even quit his position at the university to move here. He did? He did. He gave up his beloved research position just for me. A parent must be prepared to sacrifice everything for his child. That's what Papa said.
Well, I'm feeling about 2 inches tall right about now.
There's no one in the world I respected more than him. That just makes his passing all the more devastating. Sniffle, sniffle. Papa, may you continue your beloved research up there with the angels. Here you go, take a look at this. Why did Papa have to fall in battle? He's putting on a brave face, but he's still just a child. In honor of Papa's heroic sacrifice, let us march on, comrade, to victory! Sir, yes, sir!
Are you too seriously bent on waging war against that bookcase?
Why, Papa? Looks like you can do everything by yourself. Indeed, I can even cook and build things whenever I want. So there's really no reason for you to leave your room, huh? Yes, but there is still one gaping hole in my siege defense. Going to the bathroom. When nature calls, it's best not to fight it. Yes, all great tacticians will say, never wage a battle you have no hope of winning. I hear that. What's that? It's my tennis badge, sir. You mean like a medal? What act of valor earned you such an honor? I rescued my clients from those who would brand them as guilty, sir. A heroic act indeed. Thank you for your kind words, sir. This whole sir thing is getting real old, real quick.
Alright. Possible hiding place for the orb.
Sarge, sir, do you ever read these books? Why, of course. Soldiers must have extensive knowledge as well as fighting prowess. I'm learning all I can each and every day in preparation for the big battle. The big battle? You know, for when I go back to school. I'll need to be up to date on every subject. Stuff like, you know, the latest comics and Hollywood gossip. Oh, I see. What about reading, writing, and arithmetic? Well, I'm ready for you, Sarge. Thanks. I'll try my best. It's a shoe cubby. These shoes look like they belong to Sarge and his dad. These boots here are a little damp.
And it looks like there's something inside this one.
Maybe Dr. Buff wore them last night.
They might lead us to where he hit the orb. Let's take a closer look.
We might get a better look inside if we undid these straps.
Look at that. 3D animation.
There's a question mark on the bottom of this boot. Papa had those custom made for his archaeological fieldwork. He had the soul of an adventurer.
This boot had the soul of an adventurer too.
Dad jokes. Ooh, what do we have here?
Looks like some kind of glowing moss.
It could have come from wherever the doctor went last night. Must have gotten in with some of that mud.
It might be worth looking into, if it'll help us pinpoint where the doctor hid the orb.
Interesting.
This computer could provide some useful information. Drat, its password protected. Dirk, you're good at getting into places you're not supposed to.
Don't look at me. I don't know the first thing about computers.
Ah ha ha ha! Leave it to me! A modern-day warrior must be well-versed in technology and have mean pride. After all, he who controls information controls the battlefield. And I'm in! Looks like modern-day warriors have mean keyboard skills, too.
Okay, let's see what we can find.
Clickety-clack.
Ooh, what's this? An email message? Now this is interesting. It's a research report to whoever asked the doctor to study the orb.
Here, I put the data on this. Take it and use it well, soldier.
Thanks. I deciphered the patterns, but have yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key. Dr. Buff, how is your research coming along? From Doc Buff to Paw711 at InMail. Paw711. Okay. I don't know who that could be.
It's a raincoat. It's a bit wet and there's fresh mud on it. That must mean someone wore it recently.
Indeed, maybe even as recently as last night.
Sarge, did it rain here last night? Negative! There wasn't a cloud in the sky. Then how did this raincoat get all muddy and wet? When I saw it last evening, it looked pretty clean and dry to me. That means it got like this later at night.
Good eye, son. This may very well turn out to be a vital clue.
Exterminate, destroy all humans. What's this thing problem? It's an old part. An out-of-place artifact. Baba wanted it an online auction. An online auction? Yes, he said it's an alien weapon that destroyed an entire ancient civilization. Where do I even start with an explanation like that?
Interesting.
It starts a suitcase. It's full of survival gear and questionable souvenirs. And we already got his passport, so we can leave it be for now. This urn with Amy painted on it looks really old, but I don't think it's going to provide any info we need.
Dun, 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 dun.
What a huge wall relief. Seems to depict a spirit channeling.
Hey, this spirit medium looks like the Holy Mother of Kurain.
Yeah, her face was left blank, but the rest is clearly detailed and well crafted.
Did you know some researchers claim that the Holy Mother had 3 eyes, and that her third eye was able to divine the truth, just like the gods above? It is said to be on her forehead.
Like you said, you shouldn't believe everything you hear. Is a room upstairs, Sarge? Yes, it's the one at the end of the hall.
What do you say you come out, so we can enjoy a snack together?
But...
I promise we won't bite.
If you insist. Then I'm not gonna talk to you anymore!
No, wait.
Dirk, you better apologize quick.
I'm sorry for pushing.
Very well. As long as you don't do it again, I'll let it slide this one time. Alright. Well, it was worth a try, I guess, but oh well. Please take a look at this. Well, let me ask you something, Corporal Justice. How does that aid you on the battlefield? Well, if you count the courtroom as a battlefield, it's a fairly useful weapon. Good answer. A military man must know his weapons inside and out. Keep up the good work, Corporal. Sir, yes, sir. I guess that's all he has to say about that. Alright. I guess we're done here. Alright. I'm gonna take another break and then we will continue.
Alright then, so we managed to learn a couple of things from old Sarge here. But now, well, now where do we go? There's only one other place for us to go right now. Kurain Village? Sure, let's give it a shot. Who knows, maybe the orb is buried somewhere here. I doubt it. Doesn't look like it. No. Okay. Back to the detention center. Back to the agency? Ah, Apollo, Mr. Dirk, did you have some quality father-son time together? Oh. Interesting. Were these here before?
What's with this bright red jacket? Who would wear such a garish thing?
Maybe one of our clients forgot it here.
I'd love to get a look at the man who would dare wear something like this.
Me too!
I know I don't wear it much, but she has to know it's mine, right?
Okay, I was kind of hoping to examine the books, but I guess not.
Why, this is Apollo's journal.
Huh? What's it doing at the office?
It's magic!
Let's see what he wrote.
No, don't!
Huh? There's nothing in here.
What?
This calls for a special spell. Presto Diario!
What? There's writing appearing right before my very eyes.
Like I said, it's magic. Now go ahead, read to your heart's content.
Well, I mean, give me that. That's Charlie the houseplant.
You know, my hideout used to have a houseplant too. We called it Apollo.
I bet it was a cactus.
How did you guess?
Because Polly's hair is just as spiny.
Hey, leave my hair out of this.
And he has a prickly attitude to boot.
I better quit while I'm ahead.
This is one of those contraptions for cutting people into pieces.
How did you know that, Mr. Dirk?
Well, it just so happens that I've been in one myself.
Really?
You have?
Yes, once when I was being held prisoner by ministering secret police, they tried to torture me into revealing one of my compatriots' hideouts.
That's a torture device. This is a magic prop, Dirk.
Man, I barely escaped that thing alive.
Well, you have my respect as a magician for your death-defying spirit.
This is one seriously cluttered office. I mean, do you really need a piano here?
Well, it has sentimental value for Daddy, you see.
Yeah, but this office could use a little help with its bottom line. What if we sold it?
Apollo! You better give me a cut of the proceeds when you do.
Money before memories, eh? This office's finances really must be in dire straits then. More magic props. Oh, I've seen a ring like this before. I used to be quite good with these.
Really? Why don't you show us?
Well, if you insist, I'll show you the act of daring do I used to perform to supplement my income. First, I have to light the ring on fire, then I'll jump through it.
That's a fire hoop. This is a kid's toy, Dirk. Alright. We've examined everything here. Again. So now we should be all caught up. Good to go. But seriously, where do we go? I guess we missed something back at the doctor's study? Is there something we haven't presented yet? Topic of conversation? Something like that? Let's try to be more thorough. More precise. Oh. What was that? Oh, the glasses again? Are these the doctor's? Yes, those are Papa's reading glasses. He said he'd been having trouble reading lately. But those glasses seem to help.
Reading glasses, eh? I'll just hold on to these.
Dirk, don't tell me you're having trouble reading, too.
Perish the thought. I just don't want to leave any stone unturned.
Okay, let's go over what we've learned so far. Wherever it was that Dr. Buff went, he needed a raincoat. And it was somewhere where this glowing moss grows. Any ideas where that might be, Sarge? Negative, comrade. I had to say my intel's a little thin on this one. I've been occupied with my siege defense strategy ever since we moved to the village.
Well, son, it seems we have no other choice. We'll have to ask the locals if they know of a place like that.
Okay. So that's what we missed. Glasses. All right. Now we can go to the village. Uh-huh. Posters. And someone is painting something. May 16th, Kurain Village. Feels like somebody's watching me, and it's really creeping me out. Oh, it's just politicians' campaign posters. Why did he put these up? Whatever. I got more important things to be paying attention to.
What great weather! It really lifts the spirits. I know, after our little treasure hunt, what do you say we go hunting, son?
Hunting? We used to do that a lot, didn't we?
Just look at that mountain. I bet there are some feisty wild boars up there.
I think I'll pass, but thanks.
Oh, so hunting is a no-go. Well, I guess that wild boar stew will have to wait then. Apollo, something seems different from the last time we were here.
You mean the posters?
No, not those.
What's he talking about? Guess I should take a look around myself. When did politicians have a chance to put up all these election posters? That fool keeps sticking them on our houses. It's a disgrace to his distinguished heritage. He's saying this without permission? Doesn't need permission. He's a politician. What do we have here? Looks like an unfinished picture, like something a little kid might paint.
You're right. But I can't quite tell what it's of.
I think it's supposed to be nighttime, but what's that thing on the left?
A monster or some kind of alien, perhaps? In any case, it's a pretty poor excuse for a drawing.
Oh, what did you expect from a little kid? A little kid? Oh, is this gonna be Pearl?
A little kid?
Oh, it's you, Pearl.
Why, Mr. Apollo, is that you? What a pleasant surprise. It's been quite some time. How have you been?
Fine, thanks. You're looking good too, Pearl.
Aren't you going to introduce me, son?
Of course. This is Pearl Fay.
She's a spirit medium here in Kurain Village. Pearl, this is Dirk, my, client.
Hello, sir. Pleased to meet you. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Nice to meet you too. And what a polite little girl you are. Actually, I am a high schooler. Whoops! Sorry about that. So, you're a spirit medium. Does that mean you can channel spirits then? Yes, I'm still in training though. But I'm well versed in the art of spirit channeling. Well now, isn't that something? I mean, back in my country, our little princess hasn't channeled a single spirit yet. Pretty impressive, young lady. Oh, but compared to Mystic Maya, there is so much more I must learn.
Mystic Maya? Oh, right, Maya Fey. Mr. Wright's former courtroom assistant. He told me all about her. She's a spirit medium too, if memory serves.
Yes, she's an amazing medium, and soon she'll be the next head of the Fey clan too.
Mediums and spirit channeling. I've heard all about it from Mr. Wright. He said that mediums will even physically become the person they're channeling. I wonder if even little Pearl would turn into a hulking giant if she had to channel one.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but what brings you all the way out here, Mr. Apollo?
Oh, just a small matter to take care of.
Wait, would it happen to be the matter Mr. Edgeworth is looking into?
Prosecutor Edgeworth? What's he doing here?
Oh, so it's a different matter, then? Because I just saw him a moment ago. He appeared to be searching for something.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth is a friend of Mr. Wright's and the district's chief prosecutor. Why would he be in Kurain? Well, no point obsessing over it. Come to think of it, you live here in Kurain Village, don't you, Pearl?
Yes, I was born and raised here. This is perfect, Apollo. Let's ask the young lady if she knows where the doctor and men have gone last night.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Maybe I should show her what we found in the doctor's study.
What a peaceful place. Ah, nothing beats mountain air. Many of the villagers have left for their city, but I just love it here. Blue skies, lush forest, star-filled skies at night, and fireflies in the summer. Plus, the big, beautiful blue ocean is just beyond that mountain. The ocean! What do you say we go for a swim, son?
Oh, I think I'll pass. Besides, I can't swim. Pearl, Kurain Village is like the home of spirit mediums, right?
Yes, and I'm part of a long line of mediums.
I've never seen a channeling before, but is it possible to channel the spirits of anyone who's passed away?
No, not just anyone. You must know their face and true name.
Really? You can channel a spirit just by knowing their face and name? That's an amazing ability.
It is, but it can only be learned by those with a gift occurring in certain bloodlines, and years of intense training. At present, Mystic Maya and I are the only ones in our village who can channel spirits. Looks like the spirit mediums are highly valued here, much like they are back in Kurain. I heard there used to be many more of us a long time ago, but now we are in very short supply. Most of the women nowadays don't want to stay. They want the thrill of the big city.
Yeah, well, you guys aren't exactly close to any shopping malls or nightclubs out here. What about you? Are you not interested in things like that?
Who, me? Well, I wouldn't mind a new outfit or two, and well, oh, never mind.
It's okay, Pearl. You are at that age, after all. Ooh, and what an age it is. Oh, we met this weirdo earlier named Politician. Do you know anything about him?
Yes, he's been campaigning a lot around here lately. The noise he's been making has become quite a problem. People are especially upset that he's campaigning at all hours of the night and day. Well, the local police should arrest him for disturbing the peace. Unfortunately, there's little they can do because the Attition family is so powerful.
Well, isn't he the proverbial pampered provincial prince? Seems pretty intent on winning here in Kurain. Is there some special reason why?
I'm not sure, but I have an idea. The spirit mediums of Kurain once held considerable sway in the political world. Judging by his slogan, maybe that's what he's after.
Great, so he's just another politician seeking powerful connections.
The ability to commune with the dead gives comfort to those anxious about the future. Tiny Kurain has preserved its independence by the Queen's power of spirit channeling. It must play a similar role in this village. Yes, even today, many here revere those with spirit medium blood flowing in their veins.
Basically, as politician's benefactor goes, so goes the whole village? Who is this benefactor? Who could hold this much sway over Kurain Village?
I wonder.
Hee hee, seeing you present your badge like that reminds me of when I used to investigate cases alongside Mr. Nick.
You used to help Mr. Wright all the time, I hear.
That I did. Doing so helped me expand my horizons beyond this tiny little village. So please, Mr. Apollo, if there's anything I can help you with, you just let me know.
I will. What I really like is her help with cleaning the office again.
Oh, sorry. I wish I could help, but...
No, don't worry about it. I'm sorry I wasted your time like that.
At least let me offer you some tea.
I mean,
you must be tired from all your investigating.
oh, no, you don't have to do that. We'll be just fine, thank you. She's so polite, it's hard not to feel rude around her.
Interesting.
Pearl, do you have an idea where this moss might grow?
That looks like Mitama moss. It grows on Mount Mitama and gives off a soft glow in the dark.
Mount Mitama?
See that mountain over there? That's Mount Mitama. And how would one get there? You could take a bus from that bus stop over there. May I ask why you are so interested in that moss?
Well, Dr. Bo was supposed to give us something, but it seems he hid it somewhere last night.
He did? Maybe that's why he,
Pearl, do you know something that might help us?
Oh, well...
Sounds like I better find out what she knows. Pearl, do you have an idea what Dr. Buff might have got last night?
Well... about that. All I know is Dr. Buff was somewhere on Mamatama.
My bracelet is reacting, which means Pearl is hiding something from me.
Hey, what's that?
Pearl, you seem anxious around the topic of Mamatama. I could tell because you'd rub your thumb over a splotch of dry paint as he said it.
Oh, well...
That nighttime painting is yours, isn't it?
This is so embarrassing. As you saw, I'm not a very good artist. That picture has nothing to do with Dr. Buff.
I'm not so sure about that. In fact, I'm gonna guess that while you were out here painting last night, you actually saw the good doctor heading out to Mamatama from the bus stop.
No, I didn't see anything like that, I swear.
No, I'm positive you saw the doctor. After all, he's right here in your picture.
You think that's the doctor? I may not be a very good artist, but at least I know how to draw a person.
Okay, if this isn't a person, then what is it?
Oh, that's a rain spirit.
And what's a rain spirit doing at a bus stop?
Oh, rain spirits have places to go too.
This is getting ridiculous. Sorry, Pearl, but you're not a very good liar. That is Dr. Buff, and this piece of evidence proves it. This is the raincoat we found in the doctor's study. It's still wet and muddy, so we know that someone wore it last night. Now, see how this pattern is the same as the rain spirit in your picture? Oh, you didn't see a rain spirit last night? You saw Dr. Buff wearing this raincoat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to lie, but... I'm sorry I didn't tell you before, Mr. Apollo, but I did see the doctor last night.
It's alright. Just, please, tell me everything you know.
Of course. I was painting out here last night when the doctor came up to the bus stop. He was wearing a raincoat even though it wasn't raining, and a helmet with a light on it.
Sounds like he was well prepared for something.
I know. That's why I asked him if he was going off exploring again. He looked startled, like he hadn't noticed me there. And then he suddenly said,
Please don't tell anyone he saw me here. Why would he want to silence you like that?
Something must have happened to spook him, and he didn't want anyone to know where he was going to hide the orb.
But where could he have been going dressed like that?
My best guess is a cave somewhere on Mount Mitama. I heard there's a cave there where mediums of the Kurain tradition went to train long ago. Legend has it, there's some sort of mystical ruins in there.
Mystical ruins? Sounds like the exact sort of place an archaeologist might go. Well, we should get going now. But thanks for all your help, Pearl.
You're welcome, Mr. Apollo. Please take care. What do you say we go find that cave, son? I sense that the orb might finally be within our grasp.
This treasure hunt is shaping up to be the real deal.
Ha ha ha! Really gets the blood pumping, doesn't it? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Oh. We're going right away, huh? May 16th, Mount Mitama Cave Entrance.
Phew, I'm all out of breath.
Oh, come on, that was nothing. And you're so much younger than me.
I don't normally get this much exercise.
Need a break?
No, I'm fine. Dark, look! There's Mitama masquerading in that cave over there.
This must be where the doctor was last night. Let's take a look inside.
May 16th, Mount Mitama Cave. I can't see a thing.
Relax, your eyes will adjust eventually. Now follow me.
I really think we need a flashlight, Derek.
Should have brought one along then, son.
Here, use mine. Thanks. Wait, were you holding out on me?
Who are you talking to, Apollo?
You? Whoa! Someone just pushed me!
Apollo? What the? Apollo!
Ow!
Are you alright, son?
Yeah. Looks like someone got the drop on us.
Quite literally.
But who? I mean, we could have died from that fall.
I don't know. But I don't think we'll be getting out the way we came in. Looks like we're in a pretty deep cave. Nothing to do but press on, son.
How can I even see in here?
Come on, let's go.
Hey, wait! One false step and we're dead. What in the world should we do? Let's try climbing back up.
Can you even see the wall in front of you?
No?
Well, I can tell you it's far too steep.
You never know until you try. Here goes nothing.
Your loud voice may move mountains, but you've barely moved an inch, son.
What in the world should we do? I guess we keep going. There must have been some path for Dr. Buff to follow when he came to hide the orb.
Right. By the way, looks like our attacker left us with this useful parting gift.
From lawyer to spelunker. How do I always get myself into these situations? We're never gonna make it out alive, I hope you know.
Don't tell me you're scared, son. We're just getting started. The greatest treasures are only ever found at the point of a blade or the edge of a cliff.
Yeah, sure. If I'd known I'd wind up at the bottom of some dark, damp cave, I would have never taken your request, Dirk.
Save your breath, Apollo. Just keep putting one foot ahead of the other.
There'd really better be a way out of here.
We'll find one before you know it. You'll see.
May 16th, Mount Matama Cave. We've been walking for over an hour. It's like amazing here. I could get back to where we started if I wanted to.
Yeah, this cave goes deeper than I thought.
Wait, don't tell me there really is no way out.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Ever the optimist, aren't you? Maybe we should cut our losses while we still can. Even if we were to turn back, we wouldn't make it up that wall of solid rock. So I guess we keep going. Sigh. How did I get stuck wandering around in a dark cave again? It's definitely not in my job description.
Listen, son. Only the truly accomplished have the luxury of being so choosy. When I was just starting out, I did everything from street performing to yak milking.
And I'd help you become an accomplished attorney, Hal?
It didn't, but when you need to earn a living, you'll take on any job to survive. Say, how is your career going, by the way?
Well, it's been a harrowing adventure so far, to say the least. My first trial really put me through the ringer. My next case had me investigating a pair of stolen panties. And just when I was hitting my stride, this one prosecutor branded me as her hair forehead. Oh, there's this other ridiculous prosecutor who wields a samurai sword.
Sounds like you've seen quite a bit.
You're telling me.
Listen, Apollo. I'm sorry I didn't contact you for so long.
It's fine, Dirk. What happened, happened.
Careful. The ground doesn't feel as solid here.
What? Yikes! The cave floor is collapsing!
Oh, not again!
Ah!
May 16th. Unknown. Hey, Apollo, can you hear me?
Dirk? Huh? Where are we? Whoa, what is this place?
I was shocked too. These ruins look really old.
It's not exactly something you'd expect to find in the middle of a cave system, that's for sure. Maybe the doctor hid the orb around here. I mean, those look like footprints over there.
Son, I think our little adventure is about to pay dividends. Time to find that orb.
Alright. I'll be right back.
Alright then, so through both blind and dumb luck, we managed to stumble on exactly where we wanted to be in this large cave system of Mount Mitama. Well, let's not waste any time here. Let's start examining, looking around, see what we can find. Is that a water bottle?
What's a plastic bottle doing here?
There's seaweed stuck to it, which means it probably came from the ocean. It's possible this cavern is connected to the sea somehow.
Hey, okay. So maybe we can swim our way out of here.
Driftwood? How did that get in here?
By drifting on it? By drifting on in, I assume. The only question is, from where?
This lake looks really deep. I can't even see the bottom. A bottomless lake in the depths of a mountain cave system. My blood runs cold at the thought of falling in there.
The water. It's salty. This lake may very well lead to the ocean.
Didn't Pearl mention something about the ocean? Like how it's on the other side of the mountain? Can't imagine she meant it literally. Yeah. So, that's the hole we fell through. Doesn't look like we'll be going back that way. We're lucky we survived the fall from way up there.
Indeed, if that hole hadn't been above the lake, would be history. You passed out the moment you hit the water.
Yeah, water's not really my thing.
This cavern is solid rock all around. Looks like we either go back through that hole, or find some other way out.
I'm always between a rock and a hard place. A wet place in this instance. It's a big stone altar. If one falls moving, some god might come and smite us.
Oh, come on, it's not all doom and gloom.
I dare you to look at our surroundings and say that again, Dirk.
Ha! Ha 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 ha! You've got me there, son!
Dear gods, please smite me now. This box looks pretty new. I'm guessing the doctor is the one who brought it down here.
It's no good. It's locked tight.
There's no way to open it?
Doesn't look like it. There isn't even a keyhole, which means there must be some trick to opening it. We'll have to figure it out if we want to see what's inside.
These have got to be the doctor's footprints. They match the bottoms of the boots we saw in his study.
So, he made it all the way down here. The water's washed most of them away, but his footprints are everywhere.
Really? Because these are the only set I see.
He must have been looking for something. Ah, those prints. They're coming out of that lake.
Hey, you're right. That would mean Dr. Buff came walking out of the water.
Let's sum up what we know so far. The orb is almost definitely inside this box contraption that we can't open. As for this cave, there doesn't seem to be any way out.
We're this close to the orb.
Oh, come on now, son. Don't be like that. It's just a bit of bad luck, that's all.
A bit? Murphy called. He wants his law back.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Ha 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 ha.
How can he laugh at a time like this?
We're stuck here for now, so we might as well try to open this thing.
Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. This thing is covered with pictures. And hey, each section also rotates. It's the verses of the song.
Take a look at this, son. See the picture of a dragon battling a tiger? And this green and purple one is of a Kurainese butterfly and a Mitama.
I wonder if there are clues for figuring out how to open this box. There's a big button here. Huh? Nothing happened.
It appears this box uses a picture-based combination lock. We'll have to arrange the pictures on each side in the correct sequence.
Let's see. There's a dragon and tiger fight, a Kurainese butterfly with a matama.
And a number of other pictures, too.
Derek, I was thinking maybe we should check the evidence we've collected so far.
What does the song say again? Nope. Dragon and tiger battle. Butterfly embrace matama. Offer prayers as fervent as fire. The Holy Mother return. Descending upon us in a whole glory, the founder bestows the greatest power known. Okay.
I think we have something that just might help us open it.
You read my mind, son.
I think this will help us open the puzzle box.
Take that!
Dr. Buff's research notes mention the Song of Ceremony. Maybe its lyrics and the pictures on the box correspond somehow.
I think you're onto something, son.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Each dial has 6 pictures, and there are 4 dials in all. The box should open once the pictures are arranged in the right order. Funky puzzle box, here comes yeses!
Okay. When tiger and dragon battle. Tiger and dragon battle. When the butterfly returns to the matama. Prayers as fervent as the fire. The Holy Mother shall return in all her glory. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Descending upon us in all her glory, the Founder bestows the greatest power known. So this is down here. But what's up here? What symbolizes prayers? Oh, these look like they're praying. Sure. Let's give that a shot.
It won't open.
Maybe the pictures aren't in the right order. The case should open if the pictures are arranged properly, but...
I know. I should carefully consider which part of the song corresponds to which picture. Also, I guess I can zoom in and out with RS to help me see the pictures a little bit better. Not that I need to or anything, thanks to the amazing lighting in this cave.
Okay. Okay, does this symbolize prayer? I guess?
It won't open.
I guess she's praying here too. I don't know. Let's see.
It won't open.
Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return, descending upon us in all her glory. The Founder bestows the greatest power known. That's the Mother giving the power. So what am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing here.
This is harder than I imagined. I thought all we had to do was to arrange the pictures according to the song.
It's times like these you have to think outside the puzzle box. Sometimes the truth can only be found when you look at things from a different angle.
Different angle? Come to think of it, one of the pictures from the song is missing. Does this mean the pictures don't line up exactly 1 to 1?
Oh. Fuck yourself.
It opened! So, this is the Founder's Orb.
We did it, son. The orb is finally ours.
Hooray! Okay, now how do we get out of here?
At last, the Founder's Orb is ours. And it's all thanks to you, son. Well done. Then again, I'd expect nothing less from my boy.
Oh, it's no big deal.
Don't sell yourself short. You may think it's nothing, but your insights and reasoning led us here. And I'd say that's truly impressive.
I don't know about that.
All of those battles you fought in the courtroom have shaped you into the man you are today. And I couldn't be prouder.
Will you cut it out already? Before I turn into a sun-ripened tomato.
With this orb, I can finally deliver a fatal blow to the Kurain regime. Ha! Ha 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 ha!
So, how exactly do you plan on using it? You're not gonna try to become a spirit medium, are you?
Don't be ridiculous. I don't need supernatural powers like that.
So then, are you gonna use it as a bargaining chip with Queen Kurain? Like demanding she abolishes the Defense Culpability Act?
Well, the thought had crossed my mind, but the main thing is returning this to the Kingdom of Kurain. After all, as a sacred relic of Kurainism, that is where it belongs.
Really? That's all you wanted to do?
Because my true objective has always been to find out who asked Dr. Buff to study it and why.
I'm not sure I follow.
The official story is that the orb was stolen from the temple treasure room.
Yeah, I heard about that one. I heard about that on the news. They also said your group was behind the theft.
That's not good. We're probably on an international most wanted list now. Let me ask you something, Apollo. Who do you think really stole the orb?
I really haven't a clue.
Well, I think it was one of the royals.
Really? Someone from the royal family?
Yeah, and I've got a pretty good idea which one it was.
He knows who it is? Care to share your hunch?
All I'll say at this point is this. Security is pretty tight, but the royals have unfettered access to the treasure room. Plus, they seem to be turning a blind eye to the orb's loss.
But why would a member of the royal family do that?
That I haven't figured out yet. Whatever the reason, it can't be good. I mean, a Kurainese ruler stealing a national treasure of such religious significance, and then pinning the crime on us, the Divine Dragons.
Sounds like a conspiracy or something.
I agree, and if the truth were to come to light, it would be a scandal of epic proportions. To allow a foreign national to study a treasure so sacred that it's off limits to the public, it would be seen as an utter sacrilege to those who truly revere the Holy Mother.
So, if this were to go public, support for the Kurain regime would weaken.
But that's not all. This is just a hunch, but I believe there's something even bigger here. Something that would explain why the orb was being studied in the first place. Something that would shake the kingdom of Kurain to its very core. And I'm going to find out what.
He's probably right. His intuition is usually spot on. Dirk, why are you so bent on revolution anyway? Is it to reform the legal system in Kurain?
There's that. But I'm also doing this for my children. I want to save Nayata.
What do you mean?
This is for your ears only. It's the other reason why this revolution needs to succeed.
Nayuta, I never thought that our reunion would take place in the courtroom.
Ooh, so you've run into each other already.
Yeah, but it was like he was a different person. He used to be such a kind, cheerful kid, always smiling and stuff, but now... He tried to convict Trucy for a crime she didn't even commit. Plus, he kept telling me I had a putrid mind and to let it go and move on.
Has it really gotten that bad? It must be Kurain's influence. He wasn't like that when he first stepped into the courtroom. Back then, he still had a keen sense of justice. I vowed to bring the Kurain regime down and reform the legal system. That's what he swore to do. But that was also 5 years ago. He'd been the shining star of the Divine Dragons, and our greatest hope.
Wait, Nayuta was a dragon?
He was. But these days he's more like Kurain's lapdog.
Talk about a complete about-face. Why would he do that?
Something must have happened to him. Something that sparked a radical change. Still, I don't think he truly believes in the new path he's taken. It's not conviction that fills his heart. It's resignation and despair.
I see.
The only thing I know for sure is Nayada is suffering, and he's suffering in silence.
Nayada is suffering?
Yes, he knows the rightful state of Kurain's legal system, but something forces him to bend to Kurain's will, and it's tearing him apart.
But it's been 5 years. Do you really think he even still wants to reform the legal system?
As long as he cares what I've taught him in his heart, I do.
A dragon never yields. That's what you always told us.
That I did. It's a belief I've held since back when I was a lawyer. The dragon stands at the pinnacle of the natural world. Nothing and no one can bend its will.
That's why we lawyers must pursue the truth like an unyielding dragon, right? We must fight for truth to the bitter end, no matter what it takes. Dirk and Mr. Wright, they have that much in common.
That's why I've held on to this badge, even though there are no more lawyers in Kurain. I believe that one day our legal system will return to its former glory, and this badge here is a testament to that belief.
I wonder if Nayada still believes in what you taught us.
He does. That much I'm sure of.
A dragon never yields.
I know that belief is etched deep in his heart. I'd bet my life on it. After all, he is my flesh and blood.
This unshakable faith and confidence is what draws people to him, whether they like it or not. Even people like me. You know, I remember back when we were kids, Nayada used to say with great pride, I have the blood of the dragon within me.
Yes, and that's why I want to free him. Free him from the poisonous clutches of the Kurain regime.
So that's your other reason for starting a revolution?
Yes, I need to smack some sense into that boy of mine. I mean, what else are fathers for? Ha!
I wouldn't know.
Now that we have the orb, on to the next problem. Getting out of here.
Well, we're not going back the way we came, that's for sure. That hole we fell through is way too high to climb back up to.
Actually, I have an idea. That lake water tastes salty, which means it must connect to the ocean.
Wait a second. You're not suggesting we swim our way out of here?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
But we have no idea how deep that lake goes. It's pitch black down there.
Not a problem.
How is that our problem? I mean, how do you even know if there's really a passage to the ocean?
Well, one of us has to try, and I'm the better swimmer. Time's a wasting. I'll be back before you know it, son.
Dirk! He's gone. I sure hope he knows what he's doing. May 16th, Mount Mitama, Kurainese Ruins. Kurainese Ruins. It's been 20 minutes. I hope he's okay. What's going on? Uh-oh. The water! It's rising! And fast! Need air. I don't know how to swim! If I don't grab out of something that floats... This is bad. I better think of something. Quick! I've got it. As long as I hold on to this, I should be able to stay afloat. The puzzle box is still at the base of the altar. It must have been designed to stay put, even at high tide. Wait, that's it. Dr. Bump must have got in here from some oceanside entrance at low tide. That's why his footprints were leading out of the lake. So it really does connect to the ocean. Not that that helps. I drowned before I made it out. Hey, maybe I could use this like an oxygen tank. Wait, what am I thinking? I need to stay calm and be more rational about this. This is not good. The water's almost up to the top of the altar. It won't be long before it reaches the roof of the cave. It's no use. The hole's still too high up. I'll have to find another way. And quick, before I drown. Water won't stop rising. I'm getting swept away. Please stop. Water's just high enough for me to reach the hole. I'm safe. All I have to do is go back the way we came. Water might even lift me all the way back up over that wall of rock. Here it goes. Huh? The hole, it's full of rubble. The tunnel collapsing above must have filled it in after we fell through it. This can't be happening. Oh, I can't give up now. I refuse to die here. Water. I can't. I can't breathe. Is this the end? Dirk, I wonder if he made it out. So, this is what it feels like to drown. I would have eaten that sushi if I'd known it would be my last meal. I feel like I've been through this before. Now I remember. It was back when all three of us were living in that shack in the mountains. Nayota and I were playing by the riverside when we got swept up in the rapids. I thought we were goners, but then...
Nayota! Apollo! Hold on, I'm coming!
Sniffle, sniffle, sniffle. Wah, wah.
Ha! Ha 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 ha. That was a close one. Thought I'd lost you two.
I'm sorry, Dirk.
Alright, that's enough now. Didn't I teach you that boys don't cry?
Thank you, Father. Sniffle, hiccup, hiccup. You could have been killed, but you risked your life to save us. Why?
What a silly question. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Nayota, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me. Understand?
Hey, Dirk. This isn't forever, right? You'll bring me back from America someday, too. You'll bring me back from America someday, right?
Of course. I'll come pick you up as soon as things settle down here. Oh, promise.
Okay, you promised. Dirk, I waited and waited. The day you'd come and take me home. But you never came. That's why I tried to forget about you. My life back in Kurain. Dirk. Why? Why did you?
Apollo, can you hear me?
Dirk?
Still can't swim, eh?
You came back? But
Why?
I said I'd come for you, didn't I?
Yeah, but you can't hold me and swim. We're both good.
Stop talking. You'll bite your tongue.
What? Whoa, 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 whoa! We're being pulled under. What's going on? What is happening? May 16th, unknown. What? Where?
Ah, you finally came to, son. Get your fill of seawater. Good thing your name's not Neptune, huh?
Eric?
You telling me? Check it out, snot's coming out of his nose.
What a miraculous escape. Not even some of the escape artists greats could pull that off. What on earth happened?
Sorry it took me so long, son. I made it to the ocean, but I figured you still couldn't swim. So I found a local fisherman and had him take us out near the undersea cavern. He tied a rope to me and I came and grabbed you. Then he yacked me back.
Oh, so that's what pulled us under with such force. Don't forget about me. I assisted in your escape act too, Polly.
I've helped compatriots escape from all sorts of places. Mountain jails, island prisons. But an undersea cavern, now that was a first.
Derek, he risked his life for me. Derek, I'm only alive because of you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I just did what any father would do for his son.
He saved my life yet again.
I guess seawater doesn't make for much of a meal.
It's 'cause Polly didn't have any sushi. Oh yeah, I haven't eaten anything since this morning.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, AJ! Derek had me buy this for you.
Thought you might be hungry. Ready to have some this time around?
Yeah. Thanks. Chomp, nom nom nom. Oh wow, this is delicious.
Glad you approve. I'd better get some before you eat them all. Chomp, chomp, choo choo.
Just like old times. Derek used to slice up the fish he caught, and we'd all eat fresh sashimi together. He'd talk about all the vitamins and minerals packed in the raw fish.
Chomp, munch, munch, munch. Hey, by the way, let me see that orb, AJ.
Here you go.
Whoa, so that's what it looks like?
You found the legendary treasure. Nice work, Polly. Thanks. As you could say, mission accomplished.
With the orb, our revolution can take a big step forward. Let's celebrate the eve of our revolution. We'll get all dressed up and feast till dawn. Yeah, now you're talking. Time to party.
After all that, I just want to go to bed. Sure wish Nyota was here. Maybe one day we'll enjoy times like these together again. The revolution. If you can bring back those happy days, you can sign me up for...
Sorry to interrupt your little party, but I'm here for my crystal.
Oh.
Right, left, hold.
Ah, it's him again. Well done. Then again, I always knew you could do it. After all, we politicians must be excellent judges of character. Still, I'm impressed you both made it out of there alive. Wait a second. You're the one who shoved us into that pit? Sounds so bad when you say it like that. All I did was give you a little nudge in the right direction.
So, it was you. You no good son of a...
Abe! Don't look at me like that. The crystal of Amy Faye is mine. Now hand it over.
Over my dead body.
Hey, detective, help! Yeah, I know. Emma? What's going on here? He filed a police report. He claims you're trying to steal his family heirloom. That's him! The one with the long hair! Arrest him this instant! He's the thief that made off with the Attention's family's precious heirloom. Well, I suppose I should ask you to come in for questioning.
Down at the police station, I think I'll pass. After all, Mr. Attention seems bent on having me arrested on theft charges.
This is not good. If Dirk gets arrested, he'll be sent back to Kurain to face execution. Sorry, but now that I know you have the crystal, or orb as they call it, I must insist. Will you please come with me, sir?
Hold it!
Emma, I'm afraid I can't let you take Dirk in. You received the orb from Dr. Buff in a perfectly legal transaction. Is that so? Can you prove it? Of course. This should sufficiently prove that the orb now belongs to Dirk.
Take that!
Take a look at this agreement. What do we have here? Let's see. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. It appears to be a perfectly legal agreement. Not so fast. That's not the Founder's Orb. It's the Crystal of Amy Faye, which means their agreement is null and void. This is going nowhere fast. You can say that again.
Then it will just have to go to trial. Right, Apollo?
Oh, we'll have to go trial, right, Apollo? Mr. Wright?
Daddy! What's with you two? You look like you just saw a ghost.
Oh, yeah. Emma mentioned she had seen him around. What are you doing in Kurain Village, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Attention has retained me as his lawyer.
Wait, you're his lawyer? Mr. Wright, why are you serving as Mr. Attention's lawyer?
Because he hired me. He needed my help in getting a family heirloom back from Dr. Buff. And it seems he correctly foresaw that something like this might happen.
It's because those shifty insurgents were harassing poor Dr. Buff, so I knew I might need a lawyer if things went south. I figured with a celebrated lawyer like Phoenix Wright, I couldn't go wrong. So you came back from Kurain for, Mr. Wright?
It was just good timing. My work over there just happened to wrap up, so here I am. Plus, Mr. Attention is a very important client.
They know each other, but I've never heard Mr. Wright mention his name before. Mr. Wright, are you sure this is Mr. Attention's family heirloom?
That's my client's assertion. He says it's the crystal of Amy Faye. Apparently, it's the crystal she once used when channeling spirits.
Who's Amy Faye?
She brought Kurainese channeling to Japan, and her descendants brought it here. Her true origins are still rather murky, but what's clear is she is the founder of the Kurain channeling technique.
Oh, so she's like the one they call the founder in Kurain, the Holy Mother.
Apollo, I don't plan to betray my client's confidence. I might not know all the facts yet, but I do know we won't be handing the crystal over to you.
What? Are you saying?
I'm really sorry it's come to this, but
Mr. Wright? I don't understand.
Let me spell it out then. If you continue to claim that the crystal belongs to your client, then I will be seeing you in court.
What?
What's got into you, Daddy? Nothing. This is strictly business.
Two lawyers from the same firm facing off. What are the odds? Lucky for me, I believe I have the right man for the job. Whatever are you gonna do? Remember, he is your boss. How did it come to this? Mr. Wright, please, don't do this.
Apollo, there's no point in arguing about it here. When it's now clear we're headed to court, that's where we'll find out who the crystal really belongs to.
I don't believe it. Am I really gonna face Mr. Wright in court?
Teddy,
Apollo, no, we can't have our agency's talent competing against each other.
It's too late, Trucy. The die has been cast. We each have to fight for our client's best interests.
But...
So, what's it gonna be, Apollo? Are we gonna have to take this to trial?
I have to battle Mr. Wright in court. The legendary Phoenix Wright? No matter how many trials of his I've watched. No matter how dire the situation, he's always pulled out a win in the end. Except for that one trial. Well, 2 actually. Can I do it? Can I really take on the man whose footsteps I've been following in? I owe it to Dirk to at least try. What should I do? There's no turning back now. If it's a trial you want, Mr. Wright, I'm more than happy to oblige. I'm ready to fight for my client, even if it means facing off against you.
Alright. I won't be pulling any punches either, Apollo. The kid gloves are officially off. May the best attorney win.
You got it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! First Daddy, now you! Polly, you're not seriously...
Sorry, Trucy, but I have to do this.
Apollo, alright then. I better go prepare for tomorrow. See you in court.
Daddy, no, wait!
A fine mess I've gotten you into, son. I mean, of all the lawyers we could have faced, it had to be him. He's practically a celebrity in Kurain now. They're calling him the Fighting Phoenix.
I'll be fine. After all, I've come a long way too. Who knows? I could even end up winning. There's always a chance. Right?
You know, this may be a blessing in disguise. If the trial proves what we found is indeed the Founder's Orb, then whoever asked Dr. Buff to study it may be revealed too. This is our chance to finally pull them out of the shadows.
The first step of your revolution, huh?
Yes, the revolution to restore Kurain to its former glory and save Nayota's soul.
Dirk, I swear to fight as hard as I can in court to make that a reality. We're gonna win this one. You'll see.
I know you can do it, son.
It doesn't matter that I'll be going up against Mr. Wright. I have to win this for Dirk. And for Nayota. His salvation, along with all of Kurain, depends on it.
To be continued.